Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back once again to my Pokemon channel. It's Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, I'm gonna play with a little bit updated version of my Zoroark Shiftry-GX deck. So yesterday I actually uploaded the deck, and it was just, you know, Zoroark-GX Shiftry-GX deck list. So I played with it. It was decent deck list, it was consistent deck list, but it missed something, and I was not happy with the performance. I knew that there's a Magcargo card with a smooth over that can help you to get something specifically that you need, that you can simply draw with the trade. And I was thinking about, and I told myself, well, screw everything, let's just do it. Let's just remove 2 copies of Seedot and 2 Shiftries, and I can already make enough space to include 2 Slugmas and 2 Magcargos. And what about else? Well, what about else? I can just remove 2 copies of Rare Candy and I can add 1 Deoxys, and I can add 1 more Rescue Stretcher, and then I can have much more, you know, Tate list that can just, you know, bring me something good with Magcargo. I can just grab myself Rare Candy if I needed it. I can grab myself Guzma if I need it. I can grab myself Multi-Switch if I need it. I can basically have Mellow every turn. And it turns out to be much better, much smoother, and much, you know, consistent experience compared to that original Shiftry, you know. Everything else pretty much stays the same. 4 Nas Balls, 4 Ultra Balls, 4 almost of everything, but we also have, in addition to that, the Deoxys with the Psychic, who can just hit for 20 plus 20 more for each energy attached to active Pokemon, which can potentially be good, especially to counter Buzzballs. So yeah, why not? I'm taking that all night long, you know. But this card can potentially also one-hit knock out some other Pokemons that are also weak on the Psychic, which can also be pretty good as well. So very good card for the post-rotation, which is probably going to be attacking many decks to counter those Buzzwole decks. So 20 Pokemons, 32 trainer cards, and 8 energies. Let's just go from the left to the right, from the Pokemon to the trainer, and end with the energy cards so we can just see what else we have in this deck list. Obviously, we're going to start with Oranguru and with the resource management card. It's a very good card, you know. It can allow us in specific moment to take some cards that we need from our discard pile, and we can then just put them into our hand. For example, also Enhanced Hammer wouldn't be that bad, you know. Even considering taking something like Enhanced Hammer wouldn't be that bad, because even with 2 Enhanced Hammers, for example, we can slow our opponent by a lot, you know. Just because some decks will depend on those double cores energies, and what we can always you know, play resource management, use Enhanced Hammer, and then we can simply, you know, knock our opponent in special energy from play. Then we can use Smooth Over once again, grab ourselves that double cores energy back with the trade into our hand, and then we can repeat that over and over and over time again, you know. As well, you can take Enhanced Hammers in your deck. You can just do that. You can remove 1 Rescue Stretcher, include 1 Enhanced Hammer. If you want to play 2 Enhanced Hammers, you can just remove 1 more Acerola, add 1 more Enhanced Hammer. There's a lot of flexibilities that you can do with the deck list. I just decided not to go with Disruption, just because I feel how Shiftry is aggressively enough to be able to one-hit knock out my opponent Pokemon anyways, you know, with 210 damage, potentially turn 2, turn 3. I don't think how I'm gonna need probably Enhanced Hammers. 4 Zoras and 4 Zoraks are gonna stay the same. The new Pokemons on this lineup are gonna be Slugma and Magcargo, and obviously Seedots and Shiftries are gonna be cut down from 4-4 to 2-2 lineup. And in addition to them, I'm gonna also take 1 Deoxys and 2 Tapu Lele-GXs. Item cards are gonna pretty much stay the same, except for that Rare Candy reducing and increasing Rescue Stretcher. So compared to my original deck list, I'm running 2 Multi-Switches, 4 copies of Nas Ball, 2 copies of Rare Candy, 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher, 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and obviously 4 copies of Choice Bands as well. Supporter cards, 2 copies of Acerola, 4 copies of Copycat with 2 copies of Cynthia and 2 copies of Tate Liza for the draw support, featuring 4 copies of Guzma and 8 energies, which 4 of them are going to be double cores and grass energies. As I mentioned it a little bit earlier, if you just don't feel comfortable with so many different cards, if you just want to have some control, you can always add those enhanced hammers and remove that rescue stretcher and Acerola. And I'm definitely telling you that this can also be a good idea, especially with the resource management and with Magcargo. So that's pretty much the same as the especially if you have 2 Magcargos, that's pretty much the same as playing, you know, double puzzle of time, just because you can trade for those cards that you just recycled from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck, and that's just insane. But overall, deck is much better and much more improved, and I hope you guys are going to like this deck list as well. So let's do one quick game test so you can see this deck in action, because I already posted video and I just don't want to play another 25-minute video. You're just going to see how much more consistent it is when you manage to set up, and that's going to be pretty much it. So see you in the game. Alright, let's see what we can do potentially with this Shiftry Zoroark Magcargo deck. The opening hand couldn't be worst, because I started with the Tapu Lele. Okay, at least I can do some damage in the early game to my opponent with my Tapu Lele, so at least that's something. But I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go with a double cores energy attachment, no doubt about that. And with 1 copy of Ultra Ball, so I can grab myself maybe a Slugma on the bench as well. And then I'm gonna go with a Tate Liza. I'm gonna grab myself 5 new cards, and that's probably gonna be it. Okay, there's the Oranguru as well. And 1 more Ultra Ball. Why not? Why not? Let's just throw all of the resources out, and let's go for that Seedot. We might get lucky here. We might get lucky, you know. I also have, you know, a couple multi-switches, so everything can happen potentially. Metal energy, so better for my opponent to retreat, because that Mew is going to be knocked out by my Tapu Lele. But he can still use Encounter, for example, and search himself a deck for something like basic Pokemon. He can put him on the bench. Speaking about basic Pokemon, in this case, it's probably going to be okay, Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele. He's probably running Melamar deck, you know, so Inkay is the way to go. Who knows, he might just decide to retreat. At least I'm keeping my Copycat for 3 extra cards. Wow, what amazing Copycat that's gonna be. Maybe it's not even gonna be for 3 cards, maybe it's just gonna be for 1 or 2. After that Bridget play, who knows? Who really knows that? The good... Oh, so he did... Why? Why he didn't use Encounter? Oh, so he retreated, okay. He retreated to Tapu Lele. Oh, nice, Shiftry. Rare Candy, Rare Candy, Rare Candy, where are you? Well, close, but not enough. Okay, I can hit for 40. You know, I discarded the Zoroark, and I then just top deck Nazball. You know, if I decided to discard my Copycat or Shiftry, and I managed to get something like Rare Candy, well, then I wouldn't feel comfortable. Oh, there we go with the M. Luckily to see that M. A little bit something, but still nothing. 1 Ultra Ball would be great here, you know. Even Guzma Energy, Rare Candy play, oof, that would be amazing play. I think I'm just asking too much. I literally ask too much, in my opinion. In this stage of the game, for me the most important thing is to eliminate those Melamars from play. So this is basically the main thing to do. So he decided to retreat to Mew and hit me for 180. Very important DCE lost, but never mind for that. Grass Energy. Grass Energy, it's not the way to go. Not for sure. Okay, we're gonna go with Copycat. Alright, this looks a little bit better because I can grab myself finally Rare Candy and I can put my only Shiftry-GX in play. Well, in order to do that, I'm gonna need to sack my Acerola, and that was the second one. To be honest, I can easily put it back in play. It's not gonna be super hard. Radius Beating. Oh, before I go with the Radius Beating, I think it's worth to take another trade for that Choice Band as well. For now, I'm not gonna need him, but something like a multi-switch, I'm definitely gonna need it, especially if my opponent will not be capable to knock me out. And he's not gonna be capable to knock out my Zoroark-GX, that's for sure. And there's another Magcargo, which is very important in this case, because right now I can grab myself a Guzma and something else in order to have enough resources to one-hit knock my opponent, Ultra Necrozma GX on the bench. This is a very, very important thing. So, there we go with the Psychic Re. Even if my opponent can't go with 2 Psychic Recharges, that's only 180. And still he's gonna need the Choice Band. No, he passes the turn. He passes the turn immediately. So we literally have everything here. So smooth over for Guzma play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what? I'm gonna Copycat. And if I play myself a Guzma and a multi-switch, I can still hit for 90, so I feel comfortable doing that. Okay, the most important thing here is that I have Shiftry right now available to go. I'm gonna get more than enough resources. I mean, one Cynthia is the way to go. Okay, ooh, no, Max Elixir. Oh, okay, so he missed that Max. If that Max Elixir was successful, and if there was something like, oh, there's a Beast Energy. Okay, so that Beast Energy can change things a little bit, especially with the Choice Band. Invasion Retreat. Not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough, that's for sure. It's just 210, and the good thing is that my opponent only had 2 cards available in his hand, meaning only one thing. Do I need something here? Pretty much nope. No, I don't need anything. I can just knock him out. Unfortunately I don't have Acerola, so I can't do nothing. I can just, hit him for the knockout and hope for the best for the next turn, and next turn I just need basically that knockout against Tapu Lele, so I'm gonna need Choice Band Double Course Energy play, which I already have, and that's gonna be it. A quickly win against Necrozma. Unfortunately for my opponent, he couldn't set up pretty well. Where on the other side, I managed to completely set up fast with 2 Magcargos in play and 2 Zoroark-GXs, and also later with that Shiftry-GX. I think I couldn't ask for more. and yeah, that was pretty much a GG. one thing is for sure, and that's the thing, that this deck works much better, and it's much more better and consistent in my opinion compared to the previously deck that I built without Magcargos, you know, just because that Magcargo can give you the extra drawability with smooth over. I mean, you can choose which card you're gonna get, you know, so you don't need to play Mellow. The truth is you can play Mellow, you know. In that original deck I didn't play Mellow. In this deck list I don't play Mellow. I just decided to go with Magcargo, and it turns out to be very good card, you know. With Magcargo you can simply grab yourself anything you need, put it on the top deck, and then just take it with the Zoroark. But still, you know, it still feels a little bit clunky, you know. It's still, you know, it's not as it should be, you know. I still don't feel comfortable, even after, you know, 10 games with this deck. I can still tell you that it's probably not going to be super consistent always, you know. It's a little bit improved list to my previously one, but still it can be even better, I think, in my opinion. But with this deck list you have much more options. You can also counter, you know, Buzzwole with that Deoxys. You could maybe consider even taking a couple weakness policies, maybe even Field Blower that I don't have in this list, you know. Maybe also go without Acerolas, maybe just roll with the max potions. It's all up to you, you know. At the end of the day, I just provide a deck list that you guys can just use and maybe try to improve, especially if you want to play it by yourself. But anyways, I definitely enjoy playing this video. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video as well. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos as well. Let me know if you like much more this Magcargo version of the deck, or if you maybe like much more that regular Zoroark-GX Shiftry deck list. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you next time. So as usual, have a nice day and goodbye.